Nothing beats the smell of a pot of callaloo cooking in the kitchen. It's a true Trinidad favorite that's packed with flavor and made with ingredients we know and love. Today, I'm adding sweet corn to give it that extra touch of sweetness and texture that makes every spoonful even more delicious. If you're looking for a hearty, comforting Caribbean dish, you're in the right place. Let me show you how to make it from start to finish. Let's make some callaloo. Starting up on the list, we are going to need some callaloo bush, of course, and I use 2 bundles of this callaloo that I picked up at the market. I usually cut off the ends. Of course, make sure and wash your callaloo bush before begin cutting it up. I like to separate it so that it's much more manageable for me. And you see these little pointy ends? As we were growing up younger, our parents used to tell us that this kind of scratches your throat, so I also pick it out and remove it. I am not taking any chances. And I like to cut up the stem first and put that into my bowl that I have right in front of me, and then I continue cutting along the rest of the callaloo. And for this recipe, I used 2 bundles of callaloo. So you're going to see me cutting up 1 bundle, and then we're going to move on to the balance of ingredients. You can also choose to cut this up how small or how big you like, but it is going to melt down really nicely into the pot. And this is what we're working with. This is 1 bundle, and this is 2 bundles of callaloo bush. So I just showed you the difference in how much you can get when you have 1 bundle versus 2. I also have some fresh okra that I got from the market as well, and this was approximately 10 okras. You can cut this up and put how much ever you like, but it adds a really nice slimy texture to my callaloo, and that is what I like. I also have a garlic. I'm using a whole head of garlic, and my son is gonna see about this in the meantime while I take care of the pumpkin. And I love lots of pumpkin into my callaloo as well, but you could add how much you like based on your preference and how much callaloo you are actually cooking. So this is what our ingredients are looking like so far. We have our callaloo bush, our okra, and our pumpkin already cut up. Now it's time for fresh seasoning. You can use bottle seasoning if you like, but I simply prefer this method. I also add in a carrot because this is my version of getting my children to also eat a lot of veggies, and in callaloo you can hide just about anything, especially my daughter. I use it as a method of getting her to eat veggies. And my son cut up the garlic, and these are just our ingredients here. Our seasoning, our callaloo with pumpkin, okra, callaloo bush, our garlic, and my bowl of carrots as well. Now we're gonna add your coconut milk. I use coconut milk powder, and I'm using 1.5 packs of coconut milk powder for this recipe in particular. And I used my shaker cup as a measuring guide, and I also like to dilute it down with hot water before adding it into my pot. Now, I know some persons have their own variation of how they start callaloo, but I put everything into the pot one time together with my garlic and carrots along with my freshly cut seasoning. And your seasoning is gonna be blended well into it, so you don't need to worry. And I also add my coconut milk mixture to this as well. Not to mention, don't forget your French maid, your golden ray, whatever it is you like to add. I use the French maid cooking butter, and I add that to the pot together with just a little bit of water while we go and put this onto our stove to simmer. And this is what our pot is looking like so far, just absolutely divine. Here is what my callaloo is looking like just after about 20 minutes of cooking. I add in just a little bit more water just to sort of cover the rest of the callaloo, But take a note of how much callaloo we started with. The pot was simply overflowing to now, and you can go in ever so often to check it. Make sure that your callaloo isn't being stuck to the bottom of the pot. And at this point, halfway through, is where I'm adding my sweet corn to this. Corn is a favorite within our household, and adding it to callaloo is just simply divine. At this point also, I went ahead and added in some all-purpose seasoning. You can use your Maggi cubes if you like, but I simply used all-purpose seasoning. And for me, callaloo isn't callaloo unless you swizzle it. And swizzling it just simply helps keep the texture in the dish, and it just gives that real homemade feel. That is my method of making callaloo. At this point, you can check for salt and anything else that you want to add, but if it's great, then it's time to dish out our callaloo. And I like to have callaloo by itself, or you can simply have it with your rice and provision for Sunday lunch, your macaroni pie. Callaloo can simply be paired with just about anything. This is what I love about Trinidad cooking. Simple ingredients turning into something so rich and comforting. Callaloo is one of those dishes that always brings back memories of family and good food, no matter where you are. And with that little twist of sweet corn, it just makes it even better. Nothing fancy, just real island flavor done right. And when you have tried my recipe, let me know how it was for you down in the comments below. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!